This tutorial video will explain how to use the switch statement and what is switch statement. But before that, please support this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and hit also the notification bell so that you will be notified with all the new videos that I'm going to upload in this channel. And so, what is switch statement? Well, this is one of the conditional statement available in PHP programming language. The first one is the if statement, which I was able to discuss before. You can watch the video about the if statement by visiting our YouTube channel, wherein I was able to discuss there the if statement. If you are new to if statement in PHP, and so you have to watch this tutorial video here so that you will have a better understanding of what is if statement and how to use it. So in here, in this tutorial video, I will explain another conditional statement, and that is the switch statement. Now, the syntax of the switch statement is something like this. In the expression here, this is the variable that you need to test and the possible value that you need to test as well. So case value 1 here or value 2 here, these are the values that you need to test against this variable that you will express here or you will place here. Okay, so this switch statement will best work with equality or when testing for equality. So if you would like to test a certain variable, if it is equal to a certain variable or value, then switch statement can be used. Also, it will work with char or the character data type and string data type. To put this into action, I have a program here wherein I have here the $x, which is equal to 1. And then to test this, if it is equal to 1 or equal to 2, or whatever value it may have. So if it is equal to 1, then it will just print this one here. If it is equal to 2, then it will just do this one. Okay, so it is similar to this one that I have here in the if statement. In the if statement, it will just be like this. So for instance, again, I would like to test the value of x. If it is 1, just do this. If it is 2, just do this. And if it is 3 or whatever it is, then you just have to print this, the third print here. Okay, so in switch statement, it will be something like this. Now, take note here, in programming, usually the last condition, you don't need to test it. So it's automatic, just like this one. If it is not 1, it is not 2, then maybe it is 3, or maybe it is 4, or any value, and so therefore it will execute this. So here in switch statement, that is the equivalent. The else here in the if statement, the equivalent of that is the default. So if it is not equal to 1, not equal to 2, then it is the default. So it will execute line 21. So in this case, for instance, we have here x is equal to 1. So like I said a while ago, this expression here, the variable here, the expression here in the syntax, that's your variable that you need to test. If it is equal to 1, there you go. So you have to use the case. Okay, now before the case, you make sure that after your switch, you must use you have to place there open curly bracket and close curly bracket. So basically, me, when I create a program or whenever I use this switch statement, usually I put immediately something like this. Open curly bracket, and then I will close it immediately here. And so inside the open and close curly bracket, then I have to put my case there, the values that I need to test. So you just have to put the case. This is a reserved word. So case 1, that means if it is equal to 1, then you have to print. You have to do this. So it will do all these two statements here. Of course, you can place more statements here if you wish to. So you can place here mathematical expression here, You can place also here if statement if you wish to, or if it is required by the problem. You can also place here loop statements, whatever statements that you need to put here, just you can put those things. Okay, now what is important is you must have a break. Okay, so break means it will get out of the switch block. Okay, so in this case it will go to line 23. So if the value of x is 1, so case 1, that is true, and so it will execute this and then break. Break means get out of the switch, means it will go to 23 or something like this. So assuming if it is 2, x equal 2, so case equal 1 or case 1, no, so it will not execute this 2, so it will go to 17. Case equal 2, yes, so if it is yes, it will go to 18 and then 19 and then it will go 23. So something like that. And so therefore, let's change it to 2. Let's see, it should print second print. Okay, so I already ran it a while ago, so let's see it here. I'm going to refresh now so that we will see our changes or chains. I changed it to 2 in line 12. So there you go, second print, because the value of x is 2. I'm going to do it, or I'm going to change it to 1. Again, let's refresh it. There you go, first print. If I'm going to change it to 3, like I said a while ago, let us see, refresh. So it went here. So if it is not 1, it is not 2, then it will go automatically to default. There is no testing needed here if you're going to use default. So it will go immediately to the third print. Okay, now can I test the last condition? Yes, you can test the last condition. If you want to, you can just place, let's say for example like this. So for example, case 3. There you go. So you are sure now that you have a value of 1, 2, or 3. And if the value is not 1, 2, and 3, then nothing will be executed here. But normally, sometimes or most of the time, they use the default. So if it is not 1, it is not 2, then it is 3 or whatever value it is. Whatever it is, then it will go here. Now we can also use the switch statement on character data type. In this case, this is integer data type. So we can also use in character data type and string data type. For instance, let's make it, let's say A character. So if it is A here, here, if it is B here, so something like this. So if it is A, then do this 15 and 16. If it is B, just do 18 and 19. So there you go, because it is A. So I'm going to change this to B. Let us see. There you go. And if you change it to other variable, if it is not A or B, then automatically that is the third print. There you go. We can also use for string. For instance, let's say 1, like this here. And then here. There you go. So if you refresh now, there you go, first print, because the value of x is 1. So case 1, you have to execute 15 and 16 and so on. Okay, so let's change this to, let's say 4. So if it is 4, then it will go to the default, which is the third print. Refresh. There you go, third. Now as you notice, my example are only on equality, testing for equality. Can we use greater than equal or less than equal? Yes, we can, but I will do that on another video because that is, to me, that is a little bit more complicated, especially if you are new to the switch statement. So I don't want to do something like that, so that it will be easy for you to understand how to use the switch statement. I hope you have learned something new in this tutorial video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you on my next one.